other languages, why it is so special in developing the web applications and all, right? So coming to Java, it is released in 1995. So with the comparing to the previous languages, which has a beautiful feature is given for us, that is called as platform independency. Do you require my screen sharing? Hello?
Yeah, I mean, we are not seeing anything, but if you can share something you are writing or kind of thing, that would be
Yeah,
great.
actually, I'm not writing anything. And before starting the sessions, I wanted to check whether you have installed all the required softwares like Eclipse.
No, no, Kranti. This is our first class, and we
Yeah,
have
okay,
not
fine.
installed anything.
I will send you some link. So download that software from that link, right?
Sure.
So that we use that IDE for our development environment. So you can download it from this link. Fine. It takes some time to download. It is something around 198 MB. So that Eclipse standard 4.3 version is available, right?
Yeah, I think like it could be easy for, I mean, so this is Narendra actually. I have a very good idea on the Java, but
Okay.
the others doesn't have probably might be.
Okay.
I mean, if you can like share something like on Paint kind of thing and
Yeah, yeah.
explain with kind
Actually,
of
I have made a request for my desktop sharing.
yeah.
I think you can probably see my desktop now. Hello, everyone. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, not right. So this is the most important. Shall I start then session? And just I'm taking the help of the internet website. So you can go to the Java related technology, like if you want to go through online tutorials and all. So this is the best site I can say for a beginner, right? Again, it is from docs.oracle, right? So here, these are the features we have with Java. It is simple, object-oriented, distributed, multi-threaded, dynamic. Out of all these things, one special feature which is there in Java, which was not there in the previous languages, right? The previous languages programs are struggle to uh, execute on different platforms. Like if you take a operating system, a platform is nothing but a combination of operating system as well the hardware which on which the applications runs. So if you develop the applications by using C and C++, they have major drawback in executing in all these different platforms. So that is the reason why they are called as platform dependent applications. Coming to Java, these Java programs are programs or applications which are developed by Java. They are platform independent. So what is the meaning of platform independency? This is the major feature which is given with this Java language, which is uh, which I can say like which is the most important feature which has changed the programming world, right? So if you see this diagram here, so as a developer, we write our source codes in different languages. We write our source codes, and that source code in coming to Java, it is called as .java file. So in C, we will save the source code with the C. In C++, we save our source code with the CPP. Coming to Java, we save our source code with the .java, right? So once, as in every programming language, once we have written our source code, we need to compile the things. So what actually the meaning of compilation? So the compilation mean, because whatever the applications, whatever the programs we are trying to develop today in the market, they all are called as high level. We use high level languages to develop them. High level languages are those which understands human, which are understandable by the humans. So our purpose, for our understandable purpose, we write the source code in our language, but that source code cannot be understandable directly by a machine. So we require a conversion in between our high level language to a machine level language, like low level languages, right? So for this we have different translators available in the market. So these translators are going to convert our Java source codes into some intermediate format. So C compilers are available, CPP compilers are available, like this. We have different compilers. Coming to Java, when we write the Java program, so Java compiler is given for us, and this compiler converts our source code into some intermediate file called as .class file. This is a very important file. So you can see here my program.class, right? So this is the file I'm talking about. So this file is the compiled format of the Java source code, right? So Java compiler takes the source code and compiles it to an intermediate file called as .class file. So coming to other languages, this intermediate format will be directly executable format on the underlying platforms, so that file will depend on that particular platform. But coming to Java, this intermediate file is not platform dependent. This .class file I'm talking about. As well, this file is also called as a bytecode. So this file is not dependent on any platform. It is independent of other platforms. So is it going to execute on all underlying platforms, like any hardware and any operating system? Because this is not again binary format. These instructions which will this bytecode or class file contains, these instructions are okay. Okay, so now is it okay?
Yeah, it seems like it's better now.
So I think the speed is a problem. Okay, I will slow down my.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, it's still little breaking. I don't know why. I don't know if it's with me or with everyone.
Let's check with everyone. Is it the same problem everyone facing?
I'm good.
You are good.
Yeah, I'm also good.
Okay.
Okay,
fine.
maybe I'll reconnect then.
Okay. Fine. So this intermediate file, whatever we are talking about, the .class file, is it directly executable on all platforms? Definitely no. Why? Because this, if we know that every machine understands the instructions in zeros and ones, they are called as binary instructions. But the intermediate file which is converted by a Java compiler is .class file, which definitely is not understandable by a underlying platform. So for this we require one more conversion. So this conversion is done by a program or a software you can say as Java Virtual Machine, JVM. So this virtual machine is the one which takes the .class file as input, and it converts this .class file into underlying platform instructions, right? So there is a one question arises: is Java program is Java.class files or Java applications can run on each and every platform? No. If the virtual machine is installed for that particular platform, your program can run, your .class file can run. So there are two levels of conversions we have. One is source code to .class file conversion, which is done by the Java compiler, and the second one is Java.class file to underlying a platform conversion, that is done by Java Virtual Machine. So this is which we will come across this Java Virtual Machine. When you download it, your Java software by default contains a virtual machine for that particular platform, right? So that is the reason why, because as a programmer point of view, our executable file is .class file. Right? So if you give this .class file to a virtual machine, this virtual machine takes care about converting this .class file into underlying platform, right? So that is the reason why we say the Java applications or Java programs are platform independent, because of the compiled format of Java is not platform dependent. As a programmer point of view, you can take this .class file and you can run this file on any virtual machine, and you can give hand over this file to any virtual machine, so that this virtual machine is going to convert that .class file into underlying platform instructions, right? So is this virtual machine is only one implementation? No. The Java virtual machine because the Java virtual machine is available on many different operating systems. So it takes only the .class file as input and it converts it to underlying operating systems, right? So these virtual machines are not depending on these virtual machines are not platform independent. These virtual machines are platform dependent. Java.class file, whatever the intermediate file we are talking about, that is not dependent, that is independent. .class file is independent of platform, but virtual machine will be depending on each and every platform. So these virtual machines will get different from different platforms, right? So this is what we have here. This is the introduction. This is the most important feature we have. So if you have C and C++ C language, while you develop your source code as a programmer, we need to understand on what hardware I am going to develop this application, on what hardware I am going to run. But coming to Java, we are least bothered about underlying platform. So it runs on any platform if the appropriate virtual machine is installed for that particular platform, right? So he's the person who known as the designer of the Java compiler. People says him as a father of Java, right? So this is a very important feature. Apart from this, so it is simple. It is called as simple. Why? Because coming to Java, I can say if you have bit programming knowledge like C or any language, all syntaxes are taken from this language, C only. So there are no special syntaxes are there coming to Java. All syntaxes like for how to write a for loop, how to write a if condition. So these are all same. So if you have some programming knowledge, background knowledge, so you can start directly developing the Java applications, right? Second, Java is object-oriented programming language. So we have different languages given in the market to design and develop our applications. So this is the one approach, or this is the one model I can say, by using which we can develop the applications. So that model or approach is called as object-oriented approach. So when we use this approach to develop our applications, so nothing but this approach is very much similar to our regular life activities, right? So how we do the task in our regular life. So it describes all those regular life activities, right? So this approach majorly focuses on objects. Everything which physically exists or which conceptually exists can be said as object. So we'll try to see what is an object and object-oriented programming. I can say if you want to become a Java programmer or if you want to learn any Java related technologies, this is the heart of the Java programming. So it is very important. Without knowing the object-oriented programming, without knowing the fundamentals of object-oriented programming, we cannot continue with Java or Java programming or Java related technologies. So very important, we cover this later. So it has some certain features. If a programming language supports those features, that language is said as object-oriented programming language. Like the fundamental feature is object, the second is class, the third is abstraction, the fourth is encapsulation, the fifth is inheritance, the sixth is polymorphism. So if any programming language supports these features, that programming language is said as object-oriented programming language. You might have heard about C++, it is also an object-oriented programming. So we have one more .NET, C#, so that is also an object-oriented programming. So all these are object-oriented programming. That means all these languages support those 6 features, right? So if you learn any language, so syntactically maybe the languages may follow different syntaxes to write their programs, but object-oriented features are common for all these programming languages, right? So like this we have different features of Java language, right? So we'll see what features and high performance. So it is performance wise also it is high. Secure, why it is secure means because every .class file will be executed under a virtual machine. There is no way of executing the Java.class files directly. You must require a virtual machine, and virtual machine loads all these programs, classes into and it tries to execute them. So they are secured. So we can develop dynamic applications, right? So multi-threaded is one more beautiful feature is given by a Java program. Distributed applications like enterprise applications, right? So these are all having this is having lots of features. So this is one. So this is the diagram. So you can see this class hello world app. So there is some simple program is given. Now this is how what happens when you write the Java source code. After you compile, it generates a .class file, and this .class file can be given to any virtual machine, and it converts it to underlying instructions of that particular platform, right? So this is the